For talking points this week, let's look at another of our frequently asked questions that goes, shouldn't we fix California first before trying to be our own country? The obvious answer is yes, but California isn't all rainbows and unicorns. In fact, yeah, we have some serious problems that need to be addressed here, and wildfires, drought, and homelessness get most of the headlines. Housing shortages and the rising prices make it harder to live here, which has caused a lot of Californians with lower paying jobs choices to look for work and try to build a life in the lesser states of America. And it is estimated that as many as maybe 100,000 people live on the streets of California. Drought affects California's extensive agricultural businesses, who sum it all up with slogans like crops don't grow where water don't flow, to illustrate their frustration with water shortages and rationing. This drought, as it continues, has caused some places to look to desalination, but that is an expensive solution and does little good in the inland parts of our nation state. And California's wildfires have devoured whole towns, leaving our fellow Californians, our friends, and our family to sometimes suffer the loss of everything. So, yeah, shouldn't we fix California first before we try to be our own country? In a perfect world? Yeah, sure. But how do we fix California if fixing California means we have to fix the whole damn USA first? Most of California's woodland that is prone to fire is federal land and supposed to be managed by the federal government, but the National Forest Service has been historically undermanned and underfunded. Our droughts can be scientifically linked to the climate change brought on by America's fossil fuel industry. But even though the U.S. has known about the dangers of climate change for years, the federal government has denied the crisis until the virtual point of no return. And they're still kicking around ways that they can weasel out on an actual solution. And a major portion of California's homeless issue can be attributed to a combination of American banks and Wall Street lobbying for the deregulating of housing speculation that created the modern real estate bubble economy, and America's absolute refusal to embrace the need for national mental health coverage that would come with any form of universal health care. So Californians suffer while we try to solve this fish or cut bait problem. Because if we could fix California as part of the United States, it could already be done, and we wouldn't need a California independence movement in the first place. And maybe that's the real truth hiding in this question. Because really, has the USA fixed anything you can remember in the last 30 years? And if not, can we actually fix California without leaving the USA? Talking point. Shouldn't we fix California first before trying to be our own country? Absolutely. We should fix California and then declare ourselves the world's first perfect country, right? Then we could be just like all the other perfect countries out there, right? Whichever those ones are. Are there perfect countries? Or is fixing California before we become our own country a relative term? The truth is, we should all be working to make California as good a nation as we can make it, regardless. And then at some point, an independent California Republic will be a better place to be than the America we're leaving behind. And at that point, why would we not move to independence, whether or not California is completely fixed or not? But until then, and beyond, the work goes on. Because coincidentally, that should be the focus of the California independence movement too. Working with other organizations here in California with similar California values. You've heard the conversation about California values, haven't you? Lobbying and legal action here in California of our current California representatives must also be part of Independent California's efforts to create that better future. This is Talking Points.